do not pick your archetype based off of your weapons. I know you have certain weapons that you may favor because of a playstyle, but you need to base your choice off of trade skills. You know, these weapons don't have any strengths until you level up and put attributes into them. So you're going to do that later in the game. Just focus on what trade skills you want to boost. So if you do that, you can just craft whatever weapons you do favor early in the game. Just craft it with some easy materials that are easy to gather, and might take you a little bit more time to get to the weapons that you do want, but trust me, basing it off of the trade skills versus the weapons themselves, you're going to be better off doing that. Now, my top choice for these archetype trade skill boost is the Arcana, and this is because early game, end game, you're going to need potions. And you'll see when you start to go into the economy of Aeternum, there's going to be a lot of people valuing regen pots. So if you don't want to pay the high prices of gold because you need those regen pots, you need all of the regen pots, the health pots, the mana pots, you need all of it, you know. And then in the end game, you're going to see that you want these regeneration serums. So you need top level Arcana trade skills in order to craft these things. So for me, I'm going with this boost first because I want to be able to get those regens, and you'll start to see too other people want them. So you can make some nice gold early game and end game just crafting consumables. You'll need coatings, you'll need ward potions, you'll need so many things that Arcana can provide early, and you'll have your gathering boost in harvesting, which is going to help you gather the motes. There's different plants that you can get around Aeternum that you need a little bit higher level gathering in order to get these motes. So that's going to be important as well. Weaving, it's a very useful skill. To me, this is the least, desirable thing, at least in the sense of I don't need this boost as much as I need these other ones. But Arcana is my number one. My least needed skill, I believe, is going to be your cooking. You do need cooking a lot in this game, but to me, right in early game, you don't need that, and you also don't need fishing. If you're somebody who favors fishing in the first place, I don't think you need a boost to it. You're going to be fishing all day. You'll get that anyway, so why get a boost on something if it's not that difficult for you to do, if you are into it? And then leatherworking's okay. You definitely need a lot of leatherworking, but you can, get that as you go. Another trade skill that I think is maybe second in my tier list is weaponsmithing, mining, and smelting. Now, these trade skills are super valuable. Weaponsmithing is one of the harder trade skills to level up all the way to max, so a boost in this would be pretty nice, and it'd be also nice to make higher tier weapons just to do a little bit more damage early game. Because early game, I don't like to put too much con. I like to just put all into my damage, just to clear the mobs out faster and all that. So I think having higher tier weapons, especially if you're melee, I think you'd like to use this one here. And then you can get 2 different ways to boost your armor crafting. Your armoring here can be done in the Destroyer archetype, and it can also be done in the Musketeer class. So 2 different ways to get your armoring up. I feel like there's so many people who are gonna level their armoring pretty fast. So if you want to be in a different niche, maybe choose a different trade skill. But still, armoring, you're going to be using it all the time. You can make some great money off of crafting, gold. You can make some great gold armoring in this game. It's always relevant. There's always metas changing, so armoring's never a bad choice. Another high candidate for trade skill boost is jewelry crafting. Now, early game, it's not really as relevant to me to be crafting as many jewels and jewelry. I think it's easier to just get to the level in the first place, you know, because you're not able to wear all of your jewelry in the first place at lower levels. Jewelry crafting is one of the harder skills to level up. It takes much more expensive materials to actually get this up. Gems, motes, you'll see when you start to do it, it's a hassle. So jewelry crafting boost wouldn't be bad. You also get the mining and the smelting. So this is a really nice trade skill to maybe start off with. A boost to engineering with your ranger archetype wouldn't be bad too. You're gonna need high efficiency tools, which are higher tier, to gather some of the higher level nodes. So if you have your trade skills up in the engineering class, that's really gonna be helpful. And a lot of people do not like logging as much as they do some of the other trade skills. And for me, it always seemed like logging took the longest for me to level up. So this isn't a bad class to level up your trade skills too. But in the end, whatever you think you favor as far as trade skills, if you're going to be getting into the crafting, I think you should just choose what you like. You know, you're not going to go wrong. If you really like the game a lot, you'll figure out a way to level up the other trade skills. So don't worry about, you know, making the wrong decision. Do it for fun. But if you just don't know what to do, just go with the weapons. Go with however you want to. Have fun.